Hey y'all, welcome back. I just finished putting up my grocery haul that I showed you in my previous video. It's now 3:30 and I don't know where the day has gone. I haven't done any meal prep or cleaned up the kitchen at all. I did clean up the house earlier today and I'll show you guys some footage of that.
So we started the day by putting up a bunch of laundry, which we do basically every day. It seems like there's a never-ending stream of laundry. But one project that we wanted to work on was Drew always piles up his jeans on the top shelf here in the closet, and that drives me nuts because it just looks like a mess. And our bed has drawers underneath it, so we are just going to put all of the jeans in the drawer and use the top shelf for Drew's shoes. This mirror that I have next to the door is where I spend all of my time putting on makeup and just getting ready for the day, and so it's always cluttery, so I'm just gonna pack everything into the little bags that I use for storage and make sure that it's nice and cleaned up. And moving right along, we're going to go into the living room now. I realized while Drew was vacuuming that I lost my cross-stitch needle, and I have no idea where it went, so we looked for that and couldn't find it. Hopefully somebody does not step on it at some point in time. Having a clean living room is definitely my favorite part of cleaning day.
But now I'm gonna go ahead and get started on Drew's lunches for the week and whatever else I need to get done. So let's see how it goes.
I made taco soup the night before and I wanted to freeze what was left over, but as soon as I started doing that, Drew decided that he was hungry and wanted to make a bowl, so he's gonna do that, and then I'm going to freeze the rest. That taco soup turned out really good, and next time I make it, I'll film it so everybody can have the recipe. So now that he got what he wanted out of this pot, I'm going to put it into a glass Pyrex dish and put it in the freezer and store it until I don't want to make dinner one night.
So for Drew's lunches, I'm going to make some chicken in the Instant Pot, and then I'm going to add in some vegetables and noodles and sauce of some kind. I'll figure it out along the way.
I always say Instant Pot, but really I have a Crock Pot Express, so it's the same thing but the Crock Pot version. I am just putting in a bag of frozen chicken, 2 cups of water, salt, and Italian seasoning to the chicken to cook it for 15 minutes. And then I'm going to start working on the pasta and those eggs that I'm boiling over there. Multitasking. Fast forward like 20 minutes and the chicken is done, so Drew is coming in to shred that for me. After I drained the pasta, I'm just dumping it into the bowl where he's putting the chicken, and then I'm going to dump in half of a bag of frozen peas and carrots because we had that in the freezer, so that's going in. And then I'm going to use this leftover Italian dressing. We had like maybe 1/4 of a bottle left, so I just dumped all that in, added some Parmesan cheese, and called it good. I'm gonna put the lid on it and give it a good shake to mix everything up, and then Drew's going to taste it. Moment of truth, y'all. Yay!
Alright guys, it is dinner time and we are going to make Asian lettuce wraps with ground beef this time instead of chicken, but we're using the exact same recipe. So Drew is going to start on the ground beef and I'm going to tackle that sink full of dishes, and then we're going to eat.
So following the recipe for the Asian chicken lettuce wraps that we made previously in a video, we're just using 2 pounds of ground beef instead of chicken, and it wasn't entirely thawed, so we're going to put that in the pan and then put the lid on it to let it cook down. After I finished doing the dishes, I washed my hands. Wash your hands, people. And I'm going to cut up some vegetables. The recipe calls for 1 red bell pepper, but I'm actually using leftover bell pepper pieces that I have frozen in the past, and I decided to only use the green today because I want to save the other ones for a recipe later. Can't forget to add the water chestnuts this time, so I just rinsed and drained them and I'm going to chop them up. I've never chopped water chestnuts. This was very time consuming. So while I'm cutting up the rest of the water chestnuts, Drew's working on the sauce. It's 1/2 cup of hoisin sauce, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. It's supposed to be 4 teaspoons of garlic, but we ran out of garlic, so we used garlic powder. Don't really know how much, maybe a teaspoon. And we also used about a tablespoon of ground ginger. so I'm just going to put the bell peppers in the pan and let them cook a little bit, and then I will add in the water chestnuts, and then we'll add back in the ground beef. Then we're going to add the sauce into the pan and give that a good mix. We served this on romaine lettuce like we did with the Asian chicken lettuce wraps, and they were good, but Drew said that he liked the chicken better, which honestly I did too. But these were still okay. And here's how they turned out. Alright y'all, that's it for our Sunday meal prep and grown-up responsibility day. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.